Our refrigerator has been leaking, and this video is about how I troubleshot the problem and corrected it. This is a Whirlpool made in the USA, and it is, as you can see, a double with the freezer on the bottom. So stick around. So I went and got a, can't read it, 1/4 inch driver, and I'm going to take this backing plate off to see what we can see. But I got water all the way up here, so that's telling me it's leaking out up here, so I might not even have to take the bottom off. It's just like following this down all the way, so you can see down in there where it's dripping off these lines, and it goes all the way up here. So I wonder if it's leaking down though. Yeah, see, there's water on top of this too. Okay, we're gonna go see where else it can be leaking from in the inside. Maybe I won't even have to take the back off. So it comes in, and I think it's all coiled up in the back there, and that's where it has its supply of water that cools. So it doesn't look like it's leaking there. It doesn't look like it's leaking there. Let's see where it's going through the wall. Well, hell. Alright, what's on this side? It just loops back, comes in one side and goes out the other. And yep, I'm making a mess. Oh, I'm so in trouble. Alright. I don't think that's the leak, so where the flock is it leaking from? Alright, so I don't think it's there. So let's close this up. So it seems to be coming. So this is the in and out right there to the water filter. One's in, one's out. I'm going to assume that this is the in, out, down to the valve that has a little water on it, and then inside it goes this way where we had a little bit of a leak. Still got water there. Wipe that off. It goes in and it tees off in there either, well, no, this one probably goes to the ice maker. So ice maker's working. This is where the charge is leaking down from, but I don't, you know, I don't see that it's, I pushed some in, a lot in. See if that does anything. We'll go see inside, see if there's a joint or something. That's this one right here, and it's not leaking at all. And then it goes here, back up, which goes, it must loop around through the wall to get to filtered water. So that's not it. The investigation continues. So it doesn't leak there. It leaks here somehow, or it's condensation. Doesn't seem to leak there. It's definitely been leaking back here. So I got to do one of two things: turn it off, or figure out where it's leaking from. All right, I'm gonna take this back cover off just to see what we can see. Unplugging so I don't electrocute myself. Probably the wise thing. We want the other direction. My driver isn't driving too good because these are so loose. Well, that's okay. An item in there that appears to be a relay, or so I'm thinking that's what directs the water to go where it's supposed to go. Make sure we get the right color back on. Yellow to yellow and brown to red. Need a flathead screwdriver. Turn the water off. Drain it out. Oh, fuck. I need to get that bitch out of there. Anyways, this contraption here is leaking. I need to take it out, and I think I'm going to get a replacement. And hopefully not break too much stuff while I'm doing it, because I have a tendency to break stuff. That's how I roll. Probably doing this 100% wrong. Probably should go watch somebody else's video on how to remove this thing, but not going to. Not gonna happen. I'm sure I'm gonna get heckled. Oh, there we go. I either broke it or I got it loose. I probably broke it. Appears that I broke it. Mother Mary and Joseph. We seem to have found a problem, I think. So, next trick, how to get it off of there. Third trick is finding another one, and the fourth trick, it's still dripping. No good rocket sassafras. Alright, well, at least we discovered the issue. Another shot. The green one is leaking and it's going so fast you can see it dripping, so that's not a good thing. So that's definitely the issue. So now I just gotta figure out how to get these connectors off. I think I'm gonna take a break and go find out how to take the connectors off. Well, in the interim, after that, I put it back together. I went online, figured out how to disconnect, found the part. Typically what I do is I go to the Whirlpool website for parts, find the part number on Whirlpool, and then Google search it, because typically I can find it for a lot less than the actual OEM provider. The OEM provider in this case was like $130, and I think I bought the part for 60 or 65 bucks. So then I ordered it and I got it a few days later, which is today, and then I wanted to get it put on. So that's what is going to happen next. This is going to be fun doing this one hand. Trying to keep on point while I'm doing this. So the first thing we're going to have to do over is, well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to see if I can get this to work the way it's supposed to, since I'm a dumbass. Just a second, I'm going to put the phone down. And it came off just the way it was supposed to. I'm so happy. Alright, now I'm going to take the back off with all these bolts. And I'll turn you back on after I get them all out. So that's the next step, taking all those out. So I've taken all the screws out. And I've got it unplugged, the most important thing back there. And now I'm going to unplug the diverter, or the regulator. But first, I'm going to get this power cord out of here. There we go, that's out of the way. See, boop, it just slides up. And then my next trick is to disconnect this. Luckily I got the power off, because now the hose decided to start leaking. Alright. Ooh, so glad it's leaking. Okay, so we got that off. Got the screw out that holds the valve in place. There's that one. Got a nice little water puddle, but the water's been off since last week when I tried to determine what was causing a leak. So there's the screws. All this out of the way. Go, I flipped it over so it's facing me, and now I can take the valve off, and then I'll put the new valve back in. Simple as that. Well, I'll try to show you how to take these lines off. I totally did it wrong the other day trying to pry it up. What the trick is that you push the blue and the yellow in, and then you pull the hose out. So the trick is to pull it back and then try to hold it with your chin and your belly fat, and then it just pulls right out, supposedly. And there it did. So when you go to do it, don't use brute force, just use less than brute force. And there you go. And then I drop everybody. All right, so it's off, it's in my hand. Now I'm gonna put the new one back on. There we go. Oop, nope, not quite close. Got two pieces to slide under, so right there and right there. I had them. I really did. There we go. Now they're both in. So now I can reconnect the hoses, which should just press right into those. And luckily they're two different sizes if you notice when I took it off. So the big one goes in the left, but I'm going to put the screw back in the valve so it doesn't come off when I'm trying to push on it. So just a second, I need all my hands for this one. All right, so I got it tightened up. Now I can put the hoses back on. And I can find them underneath here. And I apologize again for trying to do this with my other camera died, and I don't really have a tripod yet so I don't know if you can see that. I'm just gonna take the hose, okay, and slide it up in there and then tighten it down. So you just push it up in there and I hope it seals. Even though hope's not a plan, that's gonna be my plan. We're gonna hope that it works out. The other one is a smaller one, and that one comes up and pushes in too. So I'm gonna mess with this side a little bit. Doesn't seem to be. This is the side that was leaking, and I think the hose is fine, but we'll see. Okay. All right, I got them both in there. They're not coming out. And now I just got to turn this thing around. My next trick is to turn the water on before I do anything else to make sure I don't have a leak. Oh, I turned it on in my pocket. So, anyways, we got it all plugged back in. And now I'm going to try and prime it. Make sure it doesn't leak all over the back of my refrigerator. Okay, try two. All right, I recut the hose, and here we go again. Oh, I gotta turn it. All right, we'll try, keep going now. Just a second here. It would be in the inside. Let me get back there. It does not appear that I'm leaking anything this time. So maybe it just needs to keep pumping. Can you hear?
Do you know the last time you had it come walk around?
Yeah. Yeah. I said, yeah, it comes out the back right there. It looks like I'm getting water. Do what? Good. All right, I think I got it fixed then. I went and put your hand there. All right, Lucy, the dog plumber, the appliance repair dog. You helping me out, dog? Okay, good. All right, let's go finish this. All right, I'm gonna put the screws back in, and Lucy's gonna hold the screwdriver. Thanks, Lucy. And there we go. It's all put back together, and it took me less than 20 minutes once I figured out what was wrong with it. If you liked the video, which I hope you do, please subscribe, comment, tell me what I did wrong, even though I know I did some stuff wrong. So anyways, please subscribe, comment, and like. I'd appreciate it. Thank you.